Hi, I am Kade Peterson from Wickenburg High School. I am 17 and I grew up in this small town with my mom, my dad, and my sister. We are a very close family who enjoy spending time outdoors. When asked what makes me, it would have to be the fact that I am not a leader and yet I am not a follower. I set my own path on what I believe is right, and I don't need people to follow me or me to follow others to assure myself that that is the right path. I know what is best for me and I know to follow my own path. A time when this trait was very useful for me was when a group of friends of mine, we went out snake hunting about a half an hour out of town, and we parked the truck on the side of the road and headed east into this wash where we believed there were snakes. And we killed two rattlesnakes when we were down in that wash. And then we started to head back and we misjudged where the road was going to be, so we couldn't see the truck. Everyone else but me assumed the truck was to the north, and I knew that the truck was to the south, so when they headed north, I headed south, and sure enough, I found the truck, and I called them, and they turned around and headed back to where the truck was. And if I had not chose my own path and went with everybody else in the north, we would have been walking for a very long time, and it would have took a very long time before we found the truck. So thankful to myself for choosing my own path and helping everybody else out. Some personal strengths that I see in myself are that I'm a very determined person. I do not like losing or failing, so I will do whatever it takes to not lose and to not fail. In any task that I'm given or any sport that I'm playing, I'm very determined to not lose or to fail. Another trait that I see in myself that is as a strength is my organization. I'm a very well organized person. I don't like things out of hand or unorganized and messy, so I try to keep myself and my tasks organized. And the third thing that I see as a strength in myself is that I'm a very reliable person. People tend to count on me to do things, and I take pride in being able to do those things for them and on time. Some weaknesses that I have are, one, I am sometimes too competitive. I can get wrapped up in winning and I end up not enjoying myself in what I'm doing because I am too wrapped up in trying to win and beat the competition. I was always the kid who turned everything into a competition, and I see that as a weakness now because I didn't enjoy or make everyone else's time enjoyable because I was too wrapped up in trying to win. Another weakness that I see in myself is that I can commit to too many things at one time, because I'm not a person who likes to tell other people no. So I'll tell them, yes, I can do this for you, but I can say yes to too many people and end up having conflicts with times or schedules that I can't fix because I committed to too many people at one time. An attribute that some people might find unique in me is that I stick with my faith no matter what. I always grew up in a very Christian home, so I have a lot of trust in God. And when some people see everything in their life falling apart and they ask why would God do this to me, I always say that He has a reason for everything. And when things are falling apart in my life, I try not to worry about it because I know God has a reason and it's all according to His plan. Some people find that unique because they don't know how I can trust in something that I can't see and that you don't know is there, but I believe He's there, and I believe that He is always making the right decisions and putting the best events and occurrences in my life in place to help me out. What I am most passionate about is my friends and my family. I really care a lot about the people who are important to me, and they affect a lot of my major decisions, like where I want to go to college and what degree I would like to get. Because I would like to get a degree in which I can have a job in Wickenburg and raise a family, because I think it is important for my children to grow up in a good local community. If I could make an impact on my local community, it would be through a kids basketball camp. I remember when I was little, they had a basketball league actually for kids 4 to 12, and it was really fun, but they got away from that because it cost too much money. I would hope to revive that type of scenario where we would have high school students teaching the younger kids how to play basketball, especially the basketball team, I would have them help out a lot because it really helps younger kids to pay more attention and be more involved in the games and the practices if they see the older kids teaching them. Because I remember as a kid, I always looked up to the older kids who played basketball as like mentors. So it would really help the younger generation of kids in our community become more active and more involved in basketball.